So last month I read Throne of Glass, and I told you guys I was going to make a video about it, and then I didn't, but now I'm going to. This video actually isn't very spoiler heavy, so if you want to watch it and you haven't read it, that's fine, but if you don't want any spoilers, I suggest you leave now. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like Throne of Glass because I'd heard some kind of mixed reviews about it. My sister really liked it, but I knew there were some other people who just said it was another YA fantasy, nothing really that special, but I actually did really like it. I want to start by talking about some of the main characters and kind of what I thought of them. I loved Selena. I liked how Selena wasn't afraid to do what she needed to get what she wanted, and she wasn't about to let people push her around, but she was also kind of really lost and afraid on the inside. I mean, she was so terrified the first time that she goes in to see the king, and from the way she acts the whole rest of the book, that's kind of a shock, but it still makes sense. I feel like a lot of her boldness and daringness is just an act. Like, she puts that on because she's Adelin's assassin. She's supposed to be that, and she's just trying to fill that role, but in reality she's just a teenage girl who's not entirely sure what she's doing with her life at this point. And the fact that she survived those mines is just incredible. And so you've got to know that she definitely does have that willpower and that motivation to stay alive and keep going, to have been able to survive that, but also that's taken a huge toll on her. So I really liked her as a main character. She had a lot of really good points and also a lot of things that she needs to overcome. And I'm excited to see where that goes in the next few books in the series. Now, Kale. I love Kale. But that's probably based on the fact that if there's a captain of the guard, I will love the captain of the guard. Especially when he's like the very serious, kind of brooding, like, you stay out of my way, I'll stay out of your way, who like ends up falling in love with the main character. That is just my favorite thing. And I just love how he's like, on the outside, he's like a rock, and he's just really serious and really solid, but then as you like start to see more inside, he's such a softie, and he's such a sweetheart, and he's so afraid of doing the wrong thing, and I think it's adorable. He is just a kind of character that I can't help but love, and I want to see his walls start to crumble down more. I want to see, like, the real Kale. I want to see him letting other people in besides just Dorian. When I say other people, I mean Selena. Because, come on, that's adorable. I'm so excited to see more of Kale. And just because I love Kale so much, it doesn't mean I don't also love Dorian. I do love Dorian. He is such a sweetheart, and he's another one of those characters who's putting on a front because he feels like he has to. Because Dorian, he's got, like, you know, the swagger and bravado of a prince, just like you would expect, and, you know, everyone's always talking about how he is always going after all these different girls, but then you see into his mind, and the way that he thinks and feels about Selena is just the sweetest, most adorable little thing. Dorian is like a puppy, and I just want to keep him safe. And I can already see that he has the makings of becoming an amazing king, and I really hope that we get to see that, because I think that he has the potential to really change things for the better. Overall, there's a lot of potential for good character development over the course of this series, and I'm really hoping that I'll get to see it play out, because that's what I like in stories. I like a lot of character development. I like watching these people grow and change to become the best versions of themselves. And following that, of course I have to talk about the love triangle and where I stand on that. I don't think that Selena and Dorian are meant for each other. I don't think they're very good for each other. Like, they're really cute together, but I don't think that's the best course of action for them. Kale, on the other hand, I think he and Selena work really, really well together, and I think that they should be together because their personalities play off each other, and I think that they would have more impact on each other, especially with that possible character development I was talking about. I think Kale and Selena are very beneficial to each other, and they can help each other bring out their best selves. Now, the final point that I wanted to talk about is a theory that I have about Selena and where she came from. From all of the little clues and hints that I got in this first book, I pretty firmly believe that Selena is royalty, that her parents were the rulers of the country where she came from, and she also most certainly has magic in her blood. There is no doubt about that. In the beginning, when the fairies or whatever they are come and leave the flowers by her feet, they were flowers, right? It's been a while, but that is telltale sign that she has magic in her blood, possibly even this fae magic in her somehow. But I guess I'll have to keep reading and see, because who knows. If you haven't read this book, I'd say give it a shot. I thought it was pretty good. It's entertaining at the very least. And if you've already read it, I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I mean, if you want, you could tell me why, or why not, if you really want to. And if you read it and you like it, then that's great. And I'm sorry it's been so long since I made a video. Everything's just been super, super hectic, but hopefully I will be more on top of things and be able to schedule out a little bit of time and try to cut back my TV watching time so that I have more time to make videos for you guys every week. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share to help me get more subscribers.